Well, this dress is not mine, I mean I didn't make it myself. I think it's from Springfield and it's really comfortable. The sleeve is loose and it's quite flowy and nice for the summer. I've been asked to recreate it, so let's make it, but a bit easier, without the buttons, because the person who asked said for beginners, so we're going to do it with a bit of elastic on the back. It's going to look amazing. And I have this beautiful summery fabric, which cost me only €4 a meter, and I thought I had bought 2 meters, but I didn't. I only got 1 meter, you can see here, so let's do our best. And because I have this one and another one in dark green, I'm going to make the same version but without sleeves for summer. And I'm going to be using my block of measurements. If you haven't got one, if you haven't made yourself one just yet, try to do it because it's really useful. You have to trace your measurements on the paper and then you have this forever and you can use it for any project you want. I'll leave you the link, but anyways, if you don't fancy doing it, you can trace it from a blouse that is a bit loose. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who might enjoy this content, because it's really nice to share. Sharing is caring. I've ironed my fabric and I'm going to start by cutting the skirt. And one tip to measure your skirt and don't miss your measurement, and it's really easy to do, is to place your measuring tape upside down. That way the 0 is where you want your skirt to reach, and then and then the measurement is right where you need it to be. So in my case it's 73 centimeters, which is right above my waistline. But anyways, this dress can also be a maxi dress. If you do it down to your ankles, it will look really nice. I haven't got enough fabric for that. Having cut everything, I sewed the bodices together and then gathered the skirts, adding elastic band to the back one. Sew them to the tops and add the crochet lines, and then sew it together and finish the dress. I have my 2 fronts, my 2 backs, and then for the skirt I have 2 panels, and I'm going to be gathering one of them, which is the front one, and the back one is the one that's going to be to have the elastic band, so I'm not going to gather that one. I have my machine threaded in a polyester in a burgundy color and a 90-14 needle, which is like the best for cotton, and I'm going to be sewing the 2 front panels through the middle, the 2 back panels through the middle as well, because I had to do that to make the most out of my fabric, and then gathering the front and sewing the elastic band on the back. The front of the skirt we're going to gather on the machine, and we're going to do it by sewing 2 rows of stitches and then pulling from the ones on the same side, and that way we're going to gather it. How much do you have to gather it? You have to gather it until you reach the same size of the panel you're going to sew it to. So I have this lovely lace that I'm going to sew like the one it has here, and I should have done it before I hemmed the neckline, but I forgot, so let's do it now. It doesn't really matter, it's going to look nice either way. The important thing is that they are symmetrical, so you have to start and finish at the same level. And to do so, and they look symmetrical, I'm going to fold the front halfway so I can sew them at the same level, at the same height, and that way it's much easier. And to place the little lace I have on the waistline, I'm going to sew the side seam, one of them, and leave it open. That way I can sew the whole of the lace at the same height. If not, it will probably twist or not be the same. And I want to do it just above the elastic. The elastic has to stretch, so I'm not going to sew it there, but on top, hiding the seam a little bit, just a little bit, but on top. Well, I love how the top stitching on the side seams look. It's really good because this is fraying quite a lot, and with the top stitching you hem it and it won't go anywhere. And you can do it, I made it as well, with the flat felt seam, which you always sew jeans with, but in this case, because the cotton is thin, you don't need to trim one of the edges. You just can fold and it looks neat as well. And then now I can hem the bottom with a double hem, folding twice, and sew the shoulders together and hemming them inside, as well as the armholes. So this is it. I quite like it. It's quite loose, it's cool for summer and comfy because the fabric is really soft. So I did it how I thought it was good because I had this lace. I sewed first the two front bits, the bodice and the skirt, and then the two backs, and it was different because I usually do all the bodice and then all the skirt, but it worked really well, so I could manage to put the lace all at the same level and distance, and you don't see anything different, so that was quite good. Let me know if you prefer doing that. I don't know if it's if there's something wrong with it, doing it one way or the other, but I think it depends on the project, so let me know what you prefer. And I'll leave you here a link to all the dresses I've made, which are a few, and don't forget to subscribe, to share it with someone who might enjoy it, and to give it a like as well. Bye!